The rain fell hard that night, turning the streets into mirrors of broken light. Inside a small neon-lit diner, a man sat alone, hunched over an old iPad. Ethan Miller's hands trembled as he read the message glowing on the screen. "Congratulations, your proposal has been accepted. The contract is yours." His head spun. For months, he'd been ignored. His calls unanswered, his emails deleted. But tonight, something changed. He had written the same proposal 100 times, yet when he typed it on this battered device, the words flowed like never before. And now, he had one. The cup in his hand slipped. Coffee spilled across the table, but Ethan didn't care. His world had just turned upside down. He wasn't the first. Days earlier, a waitress had borrowed the same iPad to send a quick email. Weeks later, she was standing on stage, her voice echoing to an audience that had finally found her. A shy man had typed a hesitant message to a woman he thought was out of reach. Today, that woman wore his ring. A gambler scrawled numbers inside its notes app. The next morning, he woke up a millionaire. One by one, ordinary people touched the glass, and their lives changed forever. The town whispered about it. Some called it blessed, others called it cursed. But they all gave it the same name, the lucky iPad. But the man who once owned it was not so lucky. Darren Scott lived in a cluttered apartment, his life collapsing around him. He had sold the iPad for $100, desperate to pay rent, never knowing what it truly was. To him, it had only been a relic from his late father, a reminder of a man who had received it from his own twin brother, a brother who vanished without a trace. Some said the twin had dabbled with forces that no man should touch. Some said he discovered a way to bend chance itself. Whatever the truth, that power had not died with him. It had slipped into the device Darren so carelessly sold. And now, everyone else was reaping the reward. Everyone but Darren. The stories tormented him. Each success traced back to the same device that should have been his. While others soared, Darren fell deeper into failure. Anger built inside him like a storm. One night, he confronted Ethan. Rain hammered the streets as Darren pounded on his door. Ethan's eyes widened with guilt when he opened it. The iPad glowed faintly on the table behind him. "You've been using it," Darren said. His voice shook with rage. Ethan hesitated. "Using what?" "My father's iPad." The silence was heavier than thunder. Finally, Ethan spoke, his voice barely a whisper. "It's real, Darren. Everything I type happens." The words crashed into Darren like lightning. He stepped into the room, his eyes locked on the device. This was his father's legacy, his birthright. And maybe, just maybe, his redemption. He sat before it. The glow of the screen lit his face, pale and trembling. His heart pounded as his fingers tapped the glass. For simple words appeared, "This is real." "Show me." For a moment, nothing, silence, then the screen flickered, glitched, and new letters formed on their own, slow and deliberate. "Luck always has a price." Darren froze, his breath caught in his throat. The storm outside roared louder, as if the night itself was answering. The truth was clear. This was not just fortune. Not just luck, it was a bargain. And every bargain demands something in return. The game had begun. Darren searched for answers, combing through his father's things, each day adding another layer to the mystery. He found cryptic journal entries, hidden files, and a name that kept appearing, the Raven Society. Was it a cult? A secret organization? What did they want with his father? With the iPad? And what did it mean for him? Meanwhile, Ethan raced toward a new opportunity, driven by the belief that the iPad brought him good fortune. He climbed corporate ladders, landed major deals, even found love. But was it really luck, or was there more to these wins? Darker forces at play? As for Darren, he stumbled upon an underground poker game, a den of gamblers, each seeking their own edge, their own luck. He lost everything, time after time, falling deeper into debt and despair. Then one night, against all odds, he won. They say luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. And Darren had plenty of both. He knew every card game, every betting rule, every angle. His losses had honed his skills, forged his patience. When he won, he didn't celebrate. He paid off his debts, bought his freedom, then disappeared. Ethan moved up, winning awards and accolades. But he couldn't shake this nagging doubt. Was his success real or borrowed? Was he truly talented, or was it the iPad's doing? When his father died, leaving behind a trove of documents, Ethan learned the truth. His father had dabbled in dangerous things, trying to harness the unknown. He'd uncovered secrets best left buried, meddling in realms he shouldn't have. Ethan realized that he, too, had inherited more than just a legacy. He was now in grave danger. The clues led Ethan on a global chase, each step more treacherous than the last. He navigated ancient ruins, deciphering riddles left by his father. He encountered strange artifacts and forgotten lore, all tied to the iPad's mysterious past. But Darren was closer to the truth. In the grimy depths of the city, he found traces of the Raven Society, whispers in smoky backrooms, half-remembered symbols. He was stepping into his father's shoes, unraveling secrets that could change everything. The closer he got, the more the city seemed to conspire against him. He dodged shadowy figures, narrowly escaping close calls, each one orchestrated by a force that wanted the iPad's power for itself. As they drew closer to the finish line, the stakes escalated. Both men were now hunted, forced to confront dangers that tested their courage and will. The iPad became a beacon, a focal point of desires both noble and nefarious. In the end, neither Ethan nor Darren would come out unscathed. They faced their demons, their own inner battles, all while contending with external threats. But what they discovered was far greater than they'd ever imagined. Was it the key to unlimited power, or the Pandora's box of cosmic consequences? What sacrifices would they be willing to make? How far would they go to claim their destinies? Or were they merely pawns in a grander scheme, playing a game they didn't even realize they were a part of?